we are here approaching the final minutes of the Dragon Ball Super Tournament of Power. What's going on, everybody? SuperSaiyanPaul are back at it again. I'm joined by the one, the only, Unreal Entertainment Gaming, and today we're going to be talking about Frieza's role in these final few minutes of the Tournament of Power, and if he's going to betray certain people known as Goku in the final minutes. So what do you think, Alex?
I think that with Frieza having to be hidden in the shadows, I think that it's highly likely that Frieza is going to pull a stunt. Again, I mean, this goes back to what we talked about before. I really do believe that Frieza is going to play a huge part in probably winning, because if Frieza knows that Goku's preoccupied with fighting Jiren and he doesn't really have to do much to intervene, then Frieza's good. I mean, he's going to be sitting back enjoying himself, so there's really not much for Frieza to be concerned about. But I think that if he knows that, you know, Goku's vulnerable, or at least there's like a moment to where he can go in there and clutch it against both of them, I think that he would. What makes Frieza so, you know, conniving as a villain is he's so unpredictable. And I feel like as we go into the finals of this tournament, I feel like he's gonna sit back and he's gonna watch Goku play it out, because obviously Frieza said himself that he's not strong enough to compete with someone like Jiren. That's why he wants Goku to do it. I mean, again, he's making Goku do his dirty work for him. And I think that it fits his MO as a character, because that's who he is. And that's something that he's always been based off of. But I just feel like with the end of this tournament, I hope that he doesn't just, you know, go in there and get fodderized, because that would be a real disappointment. But I mean, for me, I do have high expectations for him, because I'm expecting to see like what he's going to do when, you know, his back is up against the wall against Jiren. And knowing the fact that it's only down to Goku, you know, his response to that. So I think that at the very, very, very end, if he doesn't push Goku and Jiren out together, and if Goku ends up beating Jiren by himself, he's going to end up attempting to toss Goku out. But then again, it's like, that also begs the question, what if he tries and he fails? You know, like, what if he tries to perform a sneak attack and he ends up getting foddered by Goku or somebody, you know? So there's that chance. But I just feel like right now he's playing it safe, which is smart on his end. But until we see him more in action, I think that he's just gonna let Goku fight and just sit back and watch.
But like, what do you think in terms of percentage-wise? Like, would you say like there's a 50% chance of him betraying Goku in terms of like him waiting to like the last second, knocking him down while he's out, or do you see him helping him out in the fight with the Jiren and then becoming a good guy?
No, hell no. I mean, good guy Frieza is never gonna happen. I'm sorry. I don't see Frieza. Frieza hates Goku, I think, more so than anybody else. I mean, it would be on an equal level to like Vegeta. He hates both of them. So I feel like if there's a chance for him to step in and really do some damage, he's gonna do it. Regardless of, you know, whoever wins or whatnot. I mean, if there's a chance for him to pop off, he will pop off. I just feel like he's blatantly using Goku. He's using Goku for Goku to, you know, tire himself out against Jiren, to beat Jiren, because if he knows that Goku's the only one to do it, why aren't you gonna, you know, capitalize on that method and letting someone else do your work for you while you sit back and you cash in on the opportunity to just swoop in and just claim the victory? So I just feel like with the spoilers having to keep him in the shadows, that to me tells me that he's gonna play a major part in deciding who might win and who might lose.
Yeah, and with the spoilers like not giving us that much information on what he's doing, plus with like what just happened with Toppo, him being on the side or like the arena, or just him hiding in the shadows, is really interesting. Plus, if you go back in the middle of the Tournament of Power, remember back when he was like, I still need you, Goku, I still need you to like master this form and take out Jiren for me. If they don't really live up to the hype around Golden Frieza, do you feel like this will probably be one of the biggest letdowns of the tournament and in Dragon Ball Super history? Because the entire time he's been in this tournament, even from the minute he was resurrected for the tournament, it's been like this really interesting dynamic with him being the bad guy since the very beginning of even this series, and going all the way back to Dragon Ball Z and his quest for the Dragon Balls, all the way dating from since back then, always being an everlasting threat in the ring up until this point. And if he does not act upon this and betray Goku, don't you think this will probably be like one of the greatest letdowns ever in terms of wasted character, wasted potential, and wasted story dynamics that they could have unleashed here? Because if they don't use this, that is beyond rushed, and they have the most potential out of anything to just have one really good showdown with the last minute of here. But I'm not entirely sure what you guys think. Would you rather see him become a good guy, or would you rather see him get into like the full betrayal mode and then get shut down by Goku immediately? Because I think that's what's probably going to happen if he does try to betray Goku. Or will the series end off with a cliffhanger and Frieza gets the wish and wishes for something dastardly? Because there are some speculations as to what that wish may be. But we have
if Frieza ends up fighting, or at least doing something, or not even doing anything at all, and he still ends up getting wrung out, then yes, I think that'll be like a huge disappointment, because this whole time you've been building up this character, he's been in the foreground, just not doing anything, just chilling, walking around, casually fodderizing characters of no substance, and then once he comes across strong fighters, he gets his ass beat. It's like, dude, this is Frieza. Like, why should Frieza even be put in a situation to where he's on the run and hiding or whatever? Like, you know, that I don't think that's Frieza. I think that Frieza ought to at least display dominance in some way, shape, or form by at least being, you know, optimistic about his chances in fighting instead of just running away. I don't think he's going to turn into a good guy. That's just me, and I really hope that he doesn't. But if the opportunity is there, and that's the way they write him in, then I don't know. I'm a little like, I don't want to see him be a good guy, but at the same time, it's just like, I see him playing the good guy role for the moment being until he sees a moment to where Goku's vulnerable, and then he cashes in.
With the way that this is going, like episode 130 and 131, they have those two routes, like either good guy or not. And with the good guy thing, imagine if the series ends with him finally like squishing the beef with him and Goku and all the Saiyans. That's one way they can go, or they would go the way that I actually prefer it too, him betraying Goku and getting that wish. I think that will really change everything for the Dragon Ball universe, because I'd rather see Jiren or even Frieza win rather than Goku, because we know what he's gonna wish for. He's gonna wish for everybody to come back. It's the most obvious thing, and that's one of the downfalls with some people claim for Dragon Ball. In everything, there's always no stakes because of the Dragon Balls, and if you give it the wish to a villain, that changes everything. That just gives a whole new perspective as to what this could be for the entire world and for all the characters involved here. So that's why I'd rather Frieza betray Goku in the very end. And if they don't have him betray Goku, they spent all of this time hyping up this character. I still don't think Frieza has like a defining moment in this tournament, honestly. Like, compared to Vegeta in 17, he still does not have a defining moment despite all the hype. And that would mean if he does not get this moment right here and now by betraying Goku, his resurrection when he fought Goku and like escaped the Hakai that they try to assassinate him with, that would be more of a highlight than anything he's done in this tournament, and that is a major letdown.
I mean, I definitely agree, because it's like, ever since then, there was so much promise for his character, but then after he did what he did and he joined the tournament, he's just been casually walking around, really not being, you know, more involved in the fight. I mean, unless he was needed to, but aside from all that happening, it's more or less like, I want to see him fight, even though it's very obvious that chances are he's not going to beat Jiren. You still want to sit there and see what he's going to do, because, you know, from a character standpoint, it's like, why wouldn't you fight and try instead of just trying to run away? I mean, he's playing it smart, but I guess it's just more or less some of us wanting to see him more involved in action than just sitting back and waiting for his moment. But then again, it's Frieza. He's very conniving, he's deceiving, and he's a very condescending character, and I feel like that suits him until further notice when we start to see more from the tournament, especially involving Goku and Jiren at this point.
Like, remember back at the beginning of the tournament when he had like that Chucky walk going around the ring and stuff like that?
Yeah. He started approaching everybody, and he was like, "Let me have some fun too." Like, it was a great moment, but you know, ever since then, it's like he hasn't done much to like really solidify himself as someone of huge importance. I mean, granted, he's given Goku energy, he's supplied energy for the Spirit Bomb, he fought Dispo, cool. But I just feel like there's more to give, and I feel like, you know, Frieza hasn't displayed everything he could do in this tournament.
Especially like with all the hype given. I mean, they really downplayed it. From the beginning, there was like a massive hype train, and he's still in the ring to the very end. He's outlasting Vegeta in 17. But if he does not get a moment here, that is the biggest waste I've ever seen in this tournament, and that will be a letdown, because if he outlasted Vegeta at 17 and even Brienne, and you don't betray Goku right here and now, why are you here? You didn't get a new form, you didn't betray Goku, why are you here? Come on, man.
No, he kept talking about, oh, you know, what if I betray you? What if I betray you? He kept saying that to Gohan, and I'm like, damn, what a condescending asshole. But, you know, like, I would like to see it, because I want to see what's going to arise from this, but I feel like Frieza's going to keep it low until the end, and once the end happens, whoever ends up getting by the edge, he's going to throw them out. But we're not. I don't think we're going to see Frieza in physical action because he knows what's on the line and he's not going to risk it.
Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Smash that like button, comment down below with your thoughts and opinions on what's going to happen, and we'll be seeing you guys next time. Make sure you guys check out Alex's channel. Link will be in the description. Thank you for being on here, man.
Thank you, man.
And subscribe, turn on notifications, like the video. We'll be seeing you guys next time. Take care. Peace.